Oh, thank you, Balloon. That's so great. Love that. Love when you do that to me. Hi, my name is Karma. Welcome to today's video. It's been a hot minute, I know. The last video that I uploaded was several months ago. I don't know exactly how long because that would take looking up my channel, and that is time. But in any case, I'm finally coming back. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and be more consistent from now on. Certainly for the next couple weeks I will be, because I'm going to be participating in the ACNH Creator Hunt, which is a lot of fun. I will have more on that in my community tab pretty soon. But for now, I've got what I think is going to be a pretty simple speed build. At least, there's no complicated building or anything. We're just going to be doing a lot of terraforming. I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. You've seen the title. We're going to be making a big lake river thing shaped like a crescent moon. So on the right half of my map you can see that it's very empty currently, so we're really just gonna fill it all in, at least like a lot of it, with this big crescent moon. And here's the thing with it. I don't know what I'm doing. Not long after I first started Starstruck, I opened up Happy Island Designer, which I absolutely love, and I just went to town, filling in a bunch of stuff, like plans for stuff, and one of the first things that I ever did was the Crescent Moon Lake. And the thing with Happy Island Designer is that it relies on like your cache and your cookies and such to remember what it had last time you opened it. There's no actual save feature, it just remembers your browser. But I was at some point having a problem with something completely different. And I was looking at solutions online, and there was this one website that was like, oh, clear your cache. And so I did. And idiot me never thought to take a screenshot of Happy Island Designer ever at any point after working on it for a while. I was just like, oh, it'll save it. It's fine. I don't need to take a screenshot. I've just got the website there. I don't know how... So yeah, the other day I opened up Happy Island Designer and discovered that it was completely blank and I had to restart from scratch. And it took me a few tries, but I think I've mostly more or less got the Crescent Moon how it was before, so I've got that as a reference. But like, we're gonna tweak it quite a lot as we work on it. Oh, and I almost forgot, before we started, I want to show you what I've been working on recently, because I can't really just dive right into recording if I've been burnt out on Animal Crossing for a while. I've tried, it doesn't go well. It results in me recording half a video and then shutting it down and then opening it up 2 months later. But anyway, I've filled in this area behind the shopping district and added a crater. So this build is inspired by something that I saw in my Spacecore Island Tours video that I made, which I will link in the description below if you want to check it out. It was just this meteor below with the cliffs built up around it, and also these like dig spots in the ground to be like cracks. And I just think that it turned out so good. I'm so happy with this, and it really makes me want to just get right back into building, which is fantastic because I haven't felt that way for a while. I've also got this little pond right here with like a little seating area and just a bunch of stuff to fill in space behind the shops. But yeah, in any case, I've mostly just been like working my way around the island, sort of in the loop that I want people to be able to follow when they actually tour the island, which means that next we have the path coming from here, connected to the secret beach, and then heading over around here, which means, yeah, the Crescent Moon is really the next logical step. So I don't really know what else to say. Let's just dive right into it. So starting off was pretty much just cleaning. We started off with clearing out some trees using the Island Designer cleanup tool, which I actually completely forget it exists most of the time, and then suddenly I remember and use it for everything. But unfortunately it doesn't take care of flowers at all, so that was what we had to do next. I feel like this video can really just be split into 2 halves, and that's just cleaning up flowers and waterscaping. So I don't really know how much interesting commentary I'm gonna have, because I once have said, and now I'm cleaning up flowers, there's not a whole lot that I can really say. I did break a lot of shovels over the course of this. This is really just shovel breaking simulator. So yeah, I cleared up all of these flowers, threw them all away, just in case you were worried that they were going to waste. I do want to make sure everything's clear. They all went immediately into the garbage. I mean, you can't tell what my native flower is after seeing this video. There's absolutely no way to tell, given all the windflowers absolutely everywhere. But yeah, I cleared up, not anywhere near close to all of them, but like there was a big patch that I knew I was not going to use at all, so I just scooped all of those up. I also got rid of a bunch of the trees. I tried to like sort of follow the path that I figured I'd be following when actually waterscaping. So yeah, I didn't want to clean up all of it all at once, because that would take way longer than it did take, and it took a hot minute. So yeah, I cleared up all of those, and then we were on to the waterscaping itself. I mostly just copied over, like, one-to-one what I had on Happy Island Designer, just to start things off. And you can see me clearing out some of the trees as I go along. And, oh boy, I end up dipping a little bit into the second flower patch here, unfortunately, which I figured I had that space cleared out there wasn't really any flowers there originally. I just cleared out all the trees, and I figured that would be good. It was about the right spot, but no, unfortunately we dipped too low and had to dig through some flowers as well. So I will clean up these flowers that are left at some point, maybe on camera, maybe not. At some point I'll probably just have a video open and boom, they'll be gone. Okay, so now we've copied over everything from the map, and I think I did it right actually, because it like matched up at the end. Except now we get to the hard part, and that is making it look good, because it's really not so far. There's lots of weird little bumps and divots, and I'd kind of like that to not be the case. On the previous version of the Happy Island Designer map, I mostly got rid of those, but then on this one, I haven't, because I don't have the time or the energy, so we're gonna have to do a lot of tweaking in-game. Let's go. So yeah, on to the tweaking. I didn't actually do as much as I thought I would. You can see me doing quite a bit, like on the top and bottom corners especially. That top corner was a pain. Because it was looking weird on the map for some reason. I don't know exactly what caused this or anything, or even if it's just like that's how Animal Crossing maps be, but there was one bit that looked like one of the jagged parts was a lot longer than it actually was, and no matter how I tweaked it, I couldn't get it to stop, so it ended up just looking jagged. But yeah, I did a little bit of messing around with the top and bottom corners, especially the top one, and then I decided, you know, it'll probably look a lot smoother overall once I've filled in the middle part with just water, and mostly it did. That did a lot to help. And so, yeah, I'm just going through at this point and clearing all of that out. That's really the bulk of it. I don't know what else I can say about this. This sort of thing is really relaxing, just going through pretty methodically and just clearing out all of it all at once. No thinking at all about anything, just, you know, going back and forth and digging things out. I did have to think a little bit right at the end in order to not get trapped in the middle of it. But yeah, you'll see in just a second that I did also do a little bit of extra tweaking right at the very end with the top part. But yeah, after that it was about done. Okay, so I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. There's still a couple bits on here that are kind of iffy in terms of the shape. Both points, I feel like, could use some work, but overall, I'm really happy with it, and I think I might be done tweaking it. I might, if I'm working on other things later, I might get bothered by something and then I'll adjust. But for now, I'm really happy with how this has come out, so I hope that you guys are too. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Karma out.